Okay, so the old soldering iron station pooped itself. It no longer works, so we had to go and buy ourselves a new one. And we went a little bit more expensive, a bit more high tech, and got ourselves this soldering station here. It is the Duratech soldering station. So we're going to unbox it and have a look, see what we get for our money. Got it from JCar, 120 bucks. If you've got the Nerd Perk card, 60 watts, microprocessor controlled, dual digital display, shows temperature, desired and actual tip temperature. And of course the temperature can be changed in units of 1 degree C or Celsius. So let's open her up, have a look what we've got in here. Piece of foam that we won't be needing. Here we have our handpiece. Already has a tip in it. So looks pretty user friendly. 24 volts, 60 watts, and nothing else to it really. What do we have here? Let's say that there's our cradle to hold our handpiece. Comes with your little dish with a bit of foam in there that you moisten up to clean your tip. Sits in there. Might actually glue that in there instead of just having it flopping around like so. But nonetheless, that is our handpiece holder. There. Instruction book. I think it'll be pretty straightforward. What do we have here? Oh yes, we just have our cord, power cord, plug into the back. Same plug as all your computer cords, whatnot. We've got a little bag here. There you go, we have an extra tip. Quite a bit larger than that tip. Doesn't appear to be the same. Not sure what goes on there. Maybe it just sits over the end of that. I'm not sure. I'll have to have a look at the instruction book. Anyway, and here is our main unit. TS1390, it's the model, Digitech, or Duratech, sorry, and that's pretty much well what you get in the kit. So going to have a bit of a look at that soldering tip, TS1517. So I think that there just slips over the original tip. Let's open this up and have a look, see what goes on here. Obviously not. Well, it doesn't look like it's the tip to go with this machine. It's much the same as my other handpiece. Just undo the screw that comes off, it slides out. Yeah, it's definitely not the right tip. Unless it just goes straight on there, which it does not. So we'll have to go back and see the guys at JCar and see what's going on there. See, not the right tip for it. Must be for this different model that has here on the bag, the TS1517. This one's the TS1390. So they've made a bit of a boo-boo there. But anyway, we already have our tip there. It's ready to use. So let's put it together, fire it up, and see how long it takes to warm the tip up. Okay, so all hooked up. Switch the power on, see what happens. Okay, we have absolutely nothing. Nothing. Now my power's on, because my scope works. It's plugged in properly. Nothing. Well, that's a big fail from Duratec. And it looks like we're going for a drive into town to swap it for one that actually works. Obviously zero quality control with Duratec. They don't even test the system to make sure it works. I'm just going to plug it straight into a power socket and make sure it's not my board that's cactus. Go ahead and we'll do that and come back. Okay, so we're plugged directly into the power socket now. Checked it with my electric drill, works quite fine, and still nothing. So there you have it, brand new unit from Duratec, plugged in, switched on, nothing happens. Also supplied with a spare tip that is incorrect. Now I have to do a 15k journey back into town and go and get one that actually works. So obviously Duratec won't be paying for my fuel cost to do such, or my time. So obviously no quality control whatsoever. Don't even check to see if it turns on, let alone actually heats up the tip. So not so impressive so far. Looks like it's back to JCar. Okay, so after a quick trip into town, turns out it had a faulty power cord. Nothing wrong with the actual unit, the power cord was faulty, so there you go. So we turn it on now, it does a self-cowl. We're set at 160 degrees, tip temperature at the moment is 25 degrees. The tip temperature is climbing up quite fast. And it's already ready to solder, so that was very quick. Obviously we don't need that high temperature. So we're set at 300. See our tip temperature starting to come down. Of course it's not going to be instantaneous. Tip temperature will climb up and down. She's definitely ready to solder. So heats up quite quick. What's that, 20 odd seconds? Not too bad. And we can have it set in degrees Celsius or Fahrenheit. So okay, other than the trip into town to find out we had a faulty cord and get the correct tip for it, spare tip, seems to be doing okay. We'll see if the tip temperature settles at 300 where we have it set. Well, it looks to be doing okay. There you go. So we will get a little variation on tip temperature as opposed to our set temperature, because obviously the temperature controller will kick in and out, sending power, so it's actually slowly pulsing. But doing pretty good by the look of it. So there you have it. Our Duratec soldering station, model is the TS1390. As you see, a slight problem at the start, would not fire up due to a faulty power cord. Obviously the power cords they don't do any quality control checking on. They probably just plug the unit into one power cord they have set up on their bench when they check it, maybe, or they just throw it all in the box and hope for the best. But seems to be doing okay so far. So that's our new soldering station, up and running. Going to house it up there in that little hole, and cost me an extra trip into town, but I have many of those cords here. I could have tried one, but when you buy a new product you would actually think that the product as a whole would be quality checked, and you would be ready to go when you unbox it. Unfortunately in this case, probably rare, didn't happen, but we're up and going now, and the guys at JCar gave me a $10 gift card, so not a bad crew in there, and the soldering station seems to be up and running quite fine. Now we're going to put it to the test, and we're going to make a solar powered dual leaf battery reconditioner. Alright guys, that's it for our unboxing of our new soldering station. Not an expensive one really, there's a lot cheaper there, but this is probably a mid-range one, and should do me quite fine for some time. Has a 1-year warranty, so keep the receipt, otherwise you won't get your warranty. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.